and for infants between 29 to 32 weeks of gestation, almost 80% have a sign of respiratory distress syndrome. In Poland, in last year, 2012, we had near 5,500 infants in this gestational age with between 29 and 32 weeks of gestation, and increases to almost 93% for infants between 25 to 28 weeks of gestation. And in Poland, in last year, we had more than 1,500 infants. Infants with inadequate respiratory support typically require intubation and receive early surfactant and continual mechanical ventilation. Infants with good respiratory effort who are at high risk of RDS may be intubated and given prophylactic surfactant and either extubated nasal CPAP called INSURE or continual mechanical ventilation. Alternatively, such infants maybe stay on nasal CPAP and receive rescue surfactant treatment when they reach failure criteria. A systematic review randomized controlled trial over 20 years ago showed that prophylactic surfactant administration reduced mortality, air leaks, and initial inspired oxygen requirement for infants for less than 30 weeks of gestation or with body weight less than 1 kilogram 250 grams. The analysis of 35 randomized trials, which compared prophylactic surfactant with rescue surfactant, showed that mortality in hospital reduced from 26 to 20%, 28 days mortality reduced from 90% to 14%, and pneumothorax reduced from 24% to 13%, and TIA reduced from 30% to 18%. But these data have been obtained in the early 19s when prenatal steroids were used less than currently and nasal CPAP was not so popular like today. Nasal CPAP has become an acceptable alternative to endotracheal intubation, and during years, increasing acceptation for the theory of open lung concept in respiratory distress syndrome and the role of mechanical ventilation in the development of lung injury and chronic lung disease influence on increasing management on using early nasal CPAP in preterm infants as a primary respiratory support. Very interesting study was shown in 2010 by Hall and all. They analyzed 3 biggest hospitals in New York, and they are looking for problems and failure in surfactant treatment between infants with respiratory distress syndrome. And they investigated only 28% of infants with RDS born during weekend, and only 34% of infants with RDS born at night. It means that we have enough time to prepare to treat newborn properly. And another very interesting study from the same year, shown by O'Donnell, concluded that widespread use of prenatal steroids, the increasing use of operative delivery for preterm infants, and the use of regional to preference general anesthesia for cesarean section improve the respiratory effort at birth of contemporary preterm infants. And these data suggest that 80% infants below 28 weeks of gestation breathed before any respiratory support, and 69% infants below 28 weeks of gestation had an audible cry and physical breathing immediately after birth. The nasal CPAP will help stabilize the lung, reduce airway pressure, and increase functional residual capacity. The avoidance of mechanical ventilation by means of early application of nasal CPAP may be the most effective way to reduce the risk of chronic lung disease. And this is a technique very popular in Scandinavia. The first combination of surfactant and CPAP was presented in the 19th by Victorin. Victorin worked in Kuwait in a neonatal intensive care unit where the mechanical ventilation was not available. In 40 infants with a mean gestational age of 32 weeks and severe RDS were treated with intratracheal volume dose of surfactant, delivered and newborns immediately extubated. 12 newborns respond with a rapid improvement of oxygenation. First randomized control trial of surfactant installation during CEPA was presented by Victor Werder in 1994. And in this study, 68 infants with gestational age of 25 to 35 weeks and moderate to severe RDS were randomly assigned to either nasal CPAP and surfactant or nasal CPAP alone. And the result showed that the single dose of surfactant reduced the need for mechanical ventilation by half, from 85% to 43%. And the effect was more pronounced if surfactant was given as early treatment. The first time acronym INSURE was used by Lent in 1999, but this study was in Swedish. The INSURE protocol consists of several steps. These steps change during years. In 19th, the protocol consists of theophylline, nasal CPAP. When you need intubation, use atropine, morphine. Surfactant is, after intubation, installation of surfactant, 200 milligrams per kilogram, poractant alpha, and during 1 hour after surfactant installation, extubation to nasal CPAP. In the first protocol, sometimes it was necessary to use naloxone because morphine influence of respiratory tract. In the 21st century, this protocol consists of coffeine, nasal CPAP, to intubation atropine, fentanyl, and phenobarbital, and after intubation 200 milligrams per kilogram poractant alpha, and extubation during 1 hour to nasal CPAP. In the randomized control trial, the INSURE method reduced the need for mechanical ventilation, reduced the duration of respiratory support and oxygen supplementation, and reduced the length of stay in the neonatal intensive care unit. And now, please wait a moment. I have a film. This is a film in our INSURE method. 29 weeks gestation, a boy without prenatal steroids, cesarean section, delivered by cesarean section. We put into the plastic bag. In Polish, during to the last year, in our unit, we intubate by nose, now we intubate by mouth. And this is a problem with, because if you intubate by nose, you need to use manual forceps. intubation, we decided to install it surfactant 200 mg per kilogram per actant alpha, and after installation of surfactant, we explained this patient. We use special tube to put the surfactant by intubation. Sorry about that. I don't know how to use this. The INSURE method cannot be applied to all preterm infants with respiratory distress syndrome. The INSURE failure rate reported in the literature widely ranged from 9% to 50%. And these differences are likely due to the higher severity of respiratory distress syndrome, different kind of dose of surfactant, and less restrictive criteria applied to start mechanical ventilation. The risk factor for INSURE failure are body weight below 750 grams, PiO2 to FiO2 below 218, and A-ADO2 below 0.44 in first blood gas analysis are independent risk factor for infants and with gestational age below 30 weeks. During several hours, a lot of randomized control trials show that INSURE decrease risk of RLAs, decrease in mortality, reduced duration of oxygen therapy, reduced need for mechanical ventilation, and reduced need for second dose of surfactant. But in the last several years, we can show a new randomized control trials which compare INSURE with early nasal CPAP on the delivery room, and this not support the earlier results of INSURE, and the early nasal CPAP on the delivery room demonstrate less risk of chronic lung disease, lower risk of death, and less need of surfactant. But European guidelines recommended prophylactic surfactant treatment for infants with below 26 weeks of gestation. The more widespread use of nasal CPAP for initial respiratory support means many preterm infants with RDS now avoid intubation in the delivery room or in an early prenatal postnatal life. It's probably, however, that outcome in the nasal CPAP group as a whole could be improved if the subgroup of infants showing early signs of surfactant deficiency was to receive an early dose of surfactant. And this influenced a lot of looking to to start to look at new method of surfactant installation in which we can put surfactant to the trachea without intubation. And of course another huge problem is intubation, because it is a very risky procedure. And for this a lot of scientists start to look for a new technique, and this new technique is nasopharyngeal installation, laryngeal mask placement, and aerosolization. But none of this technique start to be used because it's a huge problem with this technique, because it's very difficult to use it. And the first technique which started evolution is described by Werner in 1992. And in this, sorry, I can find something. Okay. In this technique, Werner described a new installation of surfactant to the trachea by using a nasopharyngeal tube, which can be put by maxilla forceps to the trachea. And now I can show you the next film. This is an old technique, Werner, you can say Werner technique. This is a boy, 30 weeks of gestation, on nasal CPAP, and after increasing the need for oxygen, we decided to install surfactant. And for this act, it's necessary to use manual forceps to put the feeding tube to the trachea. The first randomized control trial of IMV, avoiding mechanical ventilation, was presented by Cribb in 2010. And in this study, in newborns between 26 to 28 weeks of gestation on nasal CPAP, in which we need more than 30% of oxygen, randomized to two groups. One is stay on nasal CPAP, the second group received in the endotracheal bolus of surfactant by thin catheter. And the result of this trial showed that in the investigation group, we observed the lower rate of positive pressure ventilation. But this technique had limiting factors. First of all, we use a feeding tube. The feeding tube is very flexible, and then it's very difficult to put this feeding tube without maxilla forceps to the trachea. And the use of maxilla forceps is important for this technique. And for this reason, dr.Pavel in 2010 found a new technique called Hobart method, in which he installed surfactant on nasal CPAP using narrow-bore vascular catheter. And in his study, he showed that infants, he observed a reduction of need for intubation during the first 2 hours of life from 68 to 32% between investigation or controlled investigation group. And again, next movie. As I said, one of the problems is that the feeding tube is very flexible and you need to use a natural forceps. Another problem is that this feeding tube had a, as you see, we saw this because we observed a lot of surfactant reduction, reflux. We put the saline to this feeding tube and you see 1.5 centimeter above the tip of this tube there is a hole. And we observe, of course, you put deeper this feeding tube, it's okay, but we observe a lot of surfactant reflux. Then we find our method. We use angiovascular catheter. This is infant 30 weeks of gestation without prenatal steroids, nasal CPAP will start in the delivery room, and after increasing the need of oxygen about 40%, we decided to put them to installate the surfactant. And we use this angiovascular catheter without natural forceps, easy to put with the trachea, and installate 100 milligrams per kilogram prolactin alpha. And we can observe that we don't see any reflux. I think we can use all this equipment to use LISA, means incubation to 2.0, but it's a problem with connection of syringe. Of course, you can use feeding tube, but you have to remember that it's very flexible. You need to use manual forceps. Hobart method, vascular catheter, but it's very, very sharp, and it's a problem. And we use angiovascular catheter. And so I think we can combine the benefits of nasal CPAP and surfactant by using mist or mist. And the leader of using nasal CPAP, Henry Verder, said that we should master all technology and methods available to us, but should not do less or more than is required